Meridy Volz is here to talk about life drawing, a series that you can take part in at the Desert Arts Center. Meridy, thanks for being on the program.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you coming in and bringing this fantastic piece of art. You're telling me a little bit about this, the process here.
Yes.
So let's start there. It's an interesting process. You lay down the charcoal first and then you erase.
Right. This is done from a live model, with a live model. And you lay down the charcoal, rub it into a nice light gray, and then draw with an eraser. And then come back with the jet black and a little bit of color.
All right, when you're teaching these classes, generally how many students do you have involved in these classes?
There could be like 15 max. You don't want it too crowded in there.
Right.
I like to give a lot of personal attention.
And are you dealing with folks who have a little bit of experience in artwork? Are you working with real novices, or does it run the gamut?
It runs the gambit. I work with beginners and I work with masters. And the process of learning life drawing, it's a skill set. It's very specific. You don't walk in there knowing how to deal with foreshortening and how to deal with a live model. And so by doing it and by doing exercises, you loosen up and you gain the skill of how to do that, how to approach a live figure.
I imagine that for some of your artists, it's the first time they're doing this with a live figure in front of them, and that must be pretty daunting, I would think.
It is daunting. Everybody in the room has pure fear for about the first minute. And then that goes, and you begin to kind of roll in it, and you can feel the fear go. People start concentrating.
Tell me a little bit more about the Desert Arts Center, the different kinds of programming there in addition to what you're doing.
Oh yeah, they have all kinds of painting, all kinds of styles, techniques, classes and workshops, and they have a website which you can go and select classes that you want to take.
Now, you also work with the Artist Council. They're frequent visitors here on Eye on the Desert. You're working with them over at the Galen.
I do. I'm about to start, coming up on the 21st, a color class, teaching people to push color, how to take risks with color.
And something else that you told me, which I find fascinating, you're doing some work with at-risk youth who are in detention homes.
Yeah, I work with incarcerated kids at Juvie on Zoom, and I also work with homeless teens at Safe House, and I teach them art, yeah.
It's a very, I would think that is a difficult group to work with in some ways for artists, but do you find them receptive to the artwork?
Extremely receptive, yeah, especially in Juvie, because it really gives them something to express deep feelings with, like pent-up feelings, and it gives them individuality, which they don't have in there, and it gives them something besides being in kind of a punitive sort of atmosphere.
A creative outlet,
Yeah.
at least. That's fantastic
I love
work that you're
working
doing.
with them, the group.
Well,
Yeah.
it's such interesting work and great work to be doing in the community.
Thank you.
I really appreciate hearing about that. I want to hear about it more. You can visit desertartscenter.org to register for the classes. The series starts on Sunday, the 18th, and you'll get a chance to draw with a live model, and you're going to learn lots of great techniques from Meridy. So sign up when you get a chance. Thanks for coming on the Eye.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.